anymore. It's going to be RSG where their lineup is going to abuse the call altar to jump deep into enemy lines to take on that full 5v5. But we're talking about 5v5. SUHAZ Esports is ready with deadly combinations, great ways to peel, and more importantly, a better scaling composition. Let's see who's going to be coming up on top of this game. RSG MY at match point against SUHAZ Esports.
Overall, looking at these two teams' lineups, one thing is for certain, this is going to be a bloody game. These are all heroes that want to fight and are going to fight, and I am all for it. Hopefully, SUHAZ will be able to take advantage of this Fanny pick to gain that early game advantage.
Yeah, well, let's see how much impact this Fanny on Razin is going to do, right? I mean, the fact that it's been banned out pretty often is quite telling. Hawk now in some trouble. He's dead. He's gone. He's gone. It doesn't matter. I don't need to do a play-by-play. He's just dead. He just took it.
Well, we were wondering whether or not Razin could play the Fanny, and in one fell swoop, he confirmed to us, yes, I can play the Fanny. I noticed the kill actually went to Jenny as well, instead of the Fanny. So that's actually helping with the gold lead on the mid lane too.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Hawk didn't decide to help push out the mid lane and then look to rotate here. Instead, they are playing towards gold lane side. Even Ikemon is just hovering around, making sure that he has the intel on where Hawk's positioning is going to be. Could be a second, could be another punish here, but Ikemon now in some trouble as Linkeza hits 4 at the perfect time. They are commit to it, go for it. Shadow execution gonna be more than enough, but Linkeza so far out, he can't really do too much. Can he take out Abumon? Oh my God, he got so close to taking him out. Hawk is the one who does at the end of the day. Abumon goes down. It's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade in favor of RSG MY.
I was a little bit unlucky for Linkeza. If Hawk arrived just 1 second earlier, he might have actually been able to save him and get the kill on the Irritel with Linkeza surviving. But it is still a pretty good trade. Going for that gold laner right now means that Abumon will be behind. And we know that Lolios, if he can get a gold lead in the gold lane, he will have a pretty good game.
I'm more surprised that Linkeza didn't get the reset there. Razin now getting on top of it as Call Altar is going to be drop balling. Star Moon hits off the CT Noisada for Shadow Execution once again, but now the combo. Ikemon trying to slow them down as the real war manipulation pelts them again and again. Not enough damage this time, even with Mystery Shop. It's too early to say as RSGMY backs away.
A little bit unlucky. If Ikemon was level 4, that would have been a beautiful Tyrant's Rage setup into the real world manipulation. But alas, he was only level 3. Linkeza just barely surviving, getting out of the Eve ult as well. And HYHY dancing around to make sure that Jenny's attention is on him, allowing the rest of his team to escape too.
Yep, speaking of which, Ikemon using the bouncing ball gets pulled back by the Shadow Stampede. Razin, does he want to go back into this fight? Ikemon looking for an engagement, doesn't find it, but opens up the map a little bit more, spotting out Hawk and Izanami. Things should go back to normal here, but now it's the 50-50. Razin level 5, Linkeza level 5. Who is going to get it? 2v2, about to be a 3v3 with the mid laners getting involved. HY looking for this flank on towards Razin. He's backing off. The engagement fails from Ikemon. Razin, he's going to go into the middle. Flank is hit by the Arm Offender. Ikemon goes for the Titan's Rage. She ends up dying too to HY. Falling Star Moon to lock down onto the mid laner. Yves is down. Linkeza should get this turtle, no problem. CT Norsana says hello, but it's too late. The damage has been done.
Beautifully played by RSG MY, baiting the engagement from Ikemon into the well-timed stun from Hawk. Linkeza, he's actually targeting Abumon here. 4-man dive. Lolios flickering in to get the stun. Hold Altar as well, just for the cherry on top. Abumon will fall. This tower may as well.
Yep, it's gone. And real world manipulation comes out. Can he get the kill onto Hawk? He gets very close, but not enough just yet. That was so very sad for Abumon. I think Abumon just needed to run off there. He didn't recognize the dive angle because Lolios was just hard shoving that lane. And as soon as you see that lane collapse, you know for a fact that RSGMY is going to dive it.
Yeah, they were taking advantage of the gold laner's instincts to defend his tower. And it just didn't quite... Wow, that is a lot of sub-evidence on Hawk.
That's,
Wow, okay. I think that's a new record at this point. Literally 1 point in almost everyone there. An interesting coverage. And I suppose that's just to make sure that his Ruby is going to be as tanky as possible against as many types of damage as possible.
I don't know there. I think he should have just gone for early armor and then looked to optimize. But HY, he's taking a lot of damage as Abumon is going to try and run him down. He does. HY with a Frostmoon shield is enough, but Yeeve ends up dying on top side. And now CT Norsana, he may be a little tanky, but Lolios, he doesn't care. He just wants to get that free gold as he slowly cuts down and sieges top tier 1. Razin going to use the man advantage here as HY is only one man. Falling Star Moon comes down as to protect mid tier 1.
I think we could take this opportunity to talk about how much money RSG are making. They've taken 2 full tier 1 towers, 2 full gold shields, and their entire team was there for both tower takes, meaning that gold is being distributed to all 4 members at once. They have a 3.7k net worth lead 5 minutes in.
Oh, I mean, this is not the biggest lead we've seen this week, but now Hawk tries to catch onto Ryzen. He does find one into Abumon as HY falls on top of him. The falling star move called Altar to ensure, but Ikemon drops down from above, and even Ryzen can't capitalize on his Tyrant's rage. They have to back off. Jenny's so far away from the fight. It's too late. RSGMY continue to press the lead 4.3k ahead.
RSG, not even the gold lead to consider. They've already taken down the top tier 1, the bottom tier 1. The map is completely open for them, as well as the fact that Link Eza has so much kill pressure on this Karina. HY jumping in, buying time against 3 members of SUHAZ. Still not dead. Here comes the rest. Real manipulation comes out. Hawk gonna be stopped by Ikemon. Will he die to the real world? No, he doesn't. It's the monster kill being given over to Link Eza. They almost find Abumon, but he's able to run away from the torn apart memory.
Wow. Izanami, very disciplined fingers there. If I was in Izanami's position, 100% I would have tapped the call Altar much earlier, and Hawk walks away with literally a sliver of HP. So they save a cooldown there, but now it's going to be 81 seconds until the next turtle spawns, and Suhas just really far behind. And when you do see a team this far behind, 5k, 6 minutes into the game, hopefully they hold out to about 8 minutes and only maintain this amount of gold.
Yeah, but when we see teams at this stage as well, the other team isn't gonna give much away. I'm seeing a very interesting item as well. Lolios has a Blade of Heptases on the Brody.
I guess he wants to ambush to win his lane a little bit harder, but I mean, as soon as he got out of the lane, I don't think that mattered. I feel like the Blade of Despair would have been a more value buy here.
I think what he's doing is he's baiting it all on that very first skill 1. He wants Hawk to pull a bunch of them together and then cast a big skill 1 to do as much burst damage to start the fight as possible. Because right now their team is so strong, they can go for those sort of strategies.
All right, let's keep an eye out here. Let's keep an eye on Lolio specifically, and he's sitting in bushes on purpose. He knows that a fight could break out here, but Link Eza and Hawk, they're going to back away. And even Suhas don't want to take this fight just yet. It's not in their favor, but tier 2s are starting to fall. HY now all by himself as Abumon is going to get some free hits off of him. Tyrant's Rage going to be used onto HY, but the sprint is called. Altar is called, and they find it. Godlike coming in from the Karina as they chase the rest down back into their base here. Nicely played by RSGMY.
Suhas was not prepared to respond to that kind of aggression, and Hawk was able to pick out Abumon out of everyone there. Razin not going to be forced into split pushing duties here. HY here to stop him. Won't get the kill. He does get a tower, but that's kind of a... Oh! Lolios! Yeah, he got it.
Instantly. That's the value. He touches the brush, flickers forward, and gets max damage straight away from the Blade of Heptases. Wow. This is quite the lead for RSGMY. 8,000 ahead. Next objective already falling into their hands here. This is looking great for RSGMY.
Yep, even the AI agrees here. 73% RSGMY will secure the victory. And with Lolios getting some free frequent flyer miles there with the kill onto Razin as well, you can tell that there's a lot of pressure on Suhaz right now. We've already seen in the past, when they are under this sort of pressure, it's very difficult for them to make a comeback, considering their inexperience here on the MPL stage.
Yep. Oh, Ikemon, he's now in trouble, gets pulled back, but forcing to use. But Link Eza jumps in with the Shadow Execution and secures the Izanami to back him up with the Cult Altar, as now the re-engagement coming in from Suhaz Esports might be enough, but no, they realize they don't have the damage. They back away. Tier 2s have fallen on all lanes, and RSGMY want to crack open the base.
The Lord is is still alive. Abumon pops the heavy crossbow. Should be able to do a lot of damage here, but RSG want to take this inhibitor with this objective. Razin is busy clearing up top. They might get his I'm offended onto Senior Rosana. Loliel's jumping in, doing a lot of damage. Torn apart memory, gonna find the kill onto Abumon. Killing spree to Loliel's. Legendary to Linkeza. Double kill on Senior Rosana. Triple kill on Ikimon. The crystal is exposed and the game is over.
Redemption for RSGMY. Game 1 wasn't clean, but Game 2 was going to be flawless.
Ooh, a beautiful